Uh, Hello everyone. This is Dr. Ranjan Gadai, and I welcome you all to the second session of this talk related to the review article writing. In the first lecture, we had discussed about the, you know, how to write the abstract, how to choose a correct topic for the review article. Then we discussed how to, write the body part of a review article. Then we discuss about the conclusion, how the conclusion make an impact over the review article writing, and also we discuss related to the reference. Now this is one of the most vital thing, and it is related to the preparation of a review article, and there are 18 steps, and it is well known to all the researchers. Yeah, it is very much famous, this 18 rules, and someone who is interested to write a review article, he must go through this 18 steps by which he can write a very good review article, right? So the first point is, while you are writing a review article, first thing you have to keep in your mind is narrow the topic and define a few research questions or hypotheses. See what happens. Why they have written here, they have given the statement as narrow the topic. Why it is necessary? Because if you choose a very broad topic, in that case, a number of paper, a number of article related to that topic will be huge, and it will be very tough for you to read all those articles and write a review article. Because see, if you are writing a review article, at least you have to consider for last 5 or 10 years research article. And if a research area would be broad, in that case you'll get more than 500,000 number of articles related to that particular area. So it will be very tough for the researchers and for the author to do the literature survey of that number of articles. So you have to you must narrow the topic, by which what will happen, a number of article will be restricted, and you can get a very good conclusion. But in other thing, if the topic would be broad, in that case a lot of conclusion you will get, a lot of diversity you will find from the article, a lot of research gap will find. Then it will be very tough for the author to represent everything in that review article, and also it will take a huge amount of time. It is not a, you cannot say that the writing of a review article is easy and you can write by within a month, within 2 months, 3 months. Because if you are covering all the topics related to that particular area, all the articles which has been published related to that particular area, then it will take a huge amount of time. So you have to be careful for choosing the topic, and while choosing the topic, you have to keep in the mind that the topic should be narrow. Then search for literature source, refine topic, and research questions during the search. Then you have to go for a thorough literature survey, and always try to find the the article which you will follow for writing the review article, that should be from a original source. And maximum article, yeah, all the article which you will follow, that must be from a good index paper, a good index journal, a good publisher you can consider. Otherwise, if you will consider the paid journal, and yeah, the any non-index journal, in that case the impact will not be that much. That's why you have to search in a proper sequence, by which you will find the good, you'll find the your very this authentic articles related to a particular area. So you have to source in a proper way. Then it is read, evaluate, classify, and make a note. Whenever you will download the articles uh, related to a area, so in that case, first you will have to do the segregation. Why I'm telling you to segregate the articles? Because if you will not segregate, then during the body part, it will be very tough for you to, you know, write write the article in a proper sequence. So either in any way you have to segregate the articles. It depends upon you also, and depend upon your area of interest, and then on the basis of that, you have to start writing. Suppose you want to divide, you want to segregate all the article related to the methodology used in each article. For one methodology, you can make a folder and you can keep all the article where that particular methodology has been used. Similarly, on in that basis, you can segregate all the articles. Then you start write about the first group, then you will try to start writing about the second group, then you start write about the third group. Likewise, you have to complete the writing procedure. Then refine the focus and research question, define the take home message also. In that case, whenever you will read that one, in that case, you have to find what are the things that particular article, what are the result you are getting from that particular article. Then at the same time, you'll have to focus on the research questions. Yeah, what are the things which has not been done by the author in that particular article? That also you have to mention. While you will compile all the article, yeah, while you will summarize all the article, in that case you have to mention the author have given focus on that particular thing, and also some maximum author they have not given focus on this thing also. In that case, you have to summarize from the article which you are considering for writing your review article. Then compose a preliminary title. While writing the article, at the starting you can consider a title, and in that title, the main this work, a main area where you want to write, about which you want to write the review article, that particular word, yeah, the particular two words should be there in the title. By which what will happen, that will be considered to be a keyword. Whenever any author, any researchers, he will search the article by typing that particular keyword, he must get your this article name to your Google Scholar, yeah, through any kind of search engine. So always at the starting of writing the review article, you have to keep the title in such a way that the keywords must be there within that title, and that may be considered to be a preliminary one. Once you complete the writing, you can change some kind of according to your requirement, according to the availability of review article in that particular area, because the title should not be matched with other published title. Then find a structuring principle for the article. It's on which basis you will do the your this review, that which we discussed in the previous point also. It is more or less same kind of thing. Either chronologically you can arrange, or on the basis of subject you can arrange, or on the basis of your experimental procedure, on the basis of methodology, you have to structure the article. Because at a in the body, you cannot write the review of all the articles within by giving a single title. Inside the body, you have to segregate into number of parts, and you have to write accordingly by segregating all the articles. Then it is your prepare an outline, find heading for sections in the text and body. That is also important. In the body, on which way you are segregating. Just like I had shown you in that article, the application was related to the biological one. In biology, a lot of applications are there for hip joint. Someone is from blood cell. Some of them have done related to this stem cell. Likewise, you have to segregate all the articles, and you have to structure in that way only. So inside the body part, subtopic should be there. The subtopic means on which you are segregating the total number of articles. Now next is your plan the content of each paragraphs in different section. That is also important. Whenever you are writing the paragraphs, the you have to plan accordingly how you will proceed, and see what will happen. Suppose you are writing a particular article, and you have segregated that body part into different section. Then in each section, how will proceed? That plan also you have to do while writing your review article. Then prepare the table, concept, map, and figure. Means in the review article, you are not showing your own work, you are just representing the other people's work. In that case, you can consider other people's work, or also some people how they write, they consider the review of other article in term of table, like sequence should be there, then you can give the name is author's name, then important finding, then the research gap. Likewise, in the tabular form also the authors they can write the review article. Then draft the method section. Generally you'll not find the method section in the review article, but still in some cases you may find. So if it is there, you can write the method section which method has been used. Otherwise, that method section you can keep in the body part. If you are dividing on the basis of the your on the basis of this your methods and methodology, then you can keep that in the body part. Or else, what you can do is, if it is experimental one, then before the body part and after the introduction, in between that you can keep the methodology part. Means suppose just example, you are making something, and for manufacturing or for making that particular product, the particular things, a number of methods are there. So you can elaborate, you can write about all the method, all the methodology which is used to manufacture manufacture that particular product. So that will be more suitable. Or else you can directly segregate the total number of article on the basis of the method which has been used. Then draft the body part. It is one of the very vital, because body part is a heart of the review article. In that case, you can use a number of table, you can use a number of graphs, and anything by citing the particular articles. While you are writing the review article, you have to cite the particular paper, and you can write the body section. And body section is very important, and there the particular subsection would be there inside the body section. Then draft the conclusion. It is also important. Why the conclusion is important? Because throughout the review article, the conclusion you have to write by your own. That means what you are getting by reading all these 50 or 100 number of articles, and that conclusion you will have to write in the conclusion section. And at the same time, why I'm telling you that review article, directly referring a review article is advantageous for the authors or for the researchers, without consulting and without reading all these 50 or 100 number of paper. Because because the author, those who are good review article, the author will get same kind of conclusion from the review article rather than reading all these 50 or 100 number of articles. So conclusion portion is very vital. Then draft the introduction part. Introduction part, it is a subsection would be there. In that introduction, the starting would be in general one, a basic structure, a basic work, basic concept about that particular topic. Then some of the key finding that you have to mention at the middle. And the last section, you have to write in such a way that what is your contribution, why you are doing this review, your writing of the review article. And yeah, by considering that, uh, like what the other people have done, what gap they are getting, and on the basis of that, what kind of yeah, why you are considering your that particular review article, why you have chosen the topic as a review article writing. A lot of topics are there, why you chose that one, what is the significance of that, that will be at the end of the introduction. That is also very vital. Then the abstract, already I have told how to write the abstract. It is also same as your the original research article. In that case also, it will have a four section. Likewise, one would be the basic thing like introduction part, 2 3 line related to the introduction. Then second one will be the general methodology. Use, if it is experimental one, then you have to consider a general methodology, or if it is a numerical one or numerical one, then also you have to consider general methodology. Then you have to write your contribution in the abstract, what contribution you are giving. Then at the last part, it would be your implication or your of your research, means what your research is contributing, by doing the research, what you are getting by writing that review article, what you are getting, that you have to write. Then at the next, revise the draft of different section, abstract title, table, figures, and this legend, all these things you have to revise. Both thorough checking is needed, and everywhere you have to be very careful whether you have given the citation, means from wherever you have considered the graphs, the picture, the table, you must have to give the citation. At the same time, whenever you are considering any picture, in that case, you should take permission from the editor, not from the author, from the editor. Because once the paper is published by the publisher or by the journal, then the authority is that journal. The journal will be the owner of that paper. So you have to take the approval from that particular journal, the editor of that particular journal. Then that's revise the citation and the reference. That you have to revise means you have to thoroughly check whether you have not missed any kind of citation, any kind of reference. And generally, what happens? Generally, it is not absolutely correct. If you are following a more number of research article, and in the reference, if the number of research articles is more, so in general idea, the editor or reviewer, they get that, yeah, that author has done a very impactful job, or you can consider like very you know a thorough review, a critical review of that particular area by considering this 100 yet 250 number of research article. Then the correct grammar, spelling, and punctuation, all these things you have to check thoroughly before finalizing the review article, or um, before sending the review article to any journal. Then the last one is adjust the layout. It is basically depend upon the your this well, journal format. According to the format of the journal, you have to adjust the layout of your paper, and you have to see, you have to think about the journal, like on which journal you want to send, and on the basis of that, you have to form the layout. If you see that uh, almost 95%, I'm not exactly saying that it will be 95, it may be more than that, it will be less than that, but around that only, maximum the journal they accept the review article. Sometimes some of the journal they indeed they need a review article. They consider they consider this review article in a serious way, because it increase the impact factor of the journal. Because if you are publishing a review article, then a number of citation of the journal will be more. That will be very helpful for the that particular journal to improve its impact factor. So in this way, these are the 18 different steps that all the researchers or author they should keep in their mind while writing a review article. And all this all the points are very important. You have to be very much careful. So altogether, I just made into the conclusion that this review article is almost you can give a higher importance, uh, higher importance in your research, and always try to write the review article once you will do the research, once you will complete the research, or once you will get the idea about your research, yeah, some progress you have made. After that only you should try. Then only what will happen, it will be easy for you to represent your knowledge through the review article. At the same time, you will be easily available, you easily consider the other published paper related to that particular area. So these are the things that you have to keep in the mind. And moreover, if we see, if someone will ask that how many number of your research article is needed for writing a review article, there is no fixed rule. It may be 10, it may be 20, it may be 30, it may be 40, it may be 100, it may be more than that also. But the main thing about a review article is not about the number of article you are following. It is about the writing style, and how you are representing the other people's work, that matters. Means in whichever way you are writing, the reader must understand the concept of all these article which you have followed while writing your review article. That is important. It is not like that if someone is considering 100 number of paper, and someone is considering 50 number of paper, then 50 will be the bad review article. It is not like that. 50 will 50 may be better than the 100 article which like those who have followed, because it depends on the writing style, and also the number of article which you are following, it depends upon the area of the research. If it is a very new area of the research, it's a, you can consider a very you know very recently developed topic. In that case, you will not find enough paper. You won't find enough paper. So in that case, definitely if you're writing a review article related to that, then in that case, the number of article will be less. At the same time, before choosing any topic, you have to see that you know your which area, yeah, which area is having a higher significance, a higher, you can consider that higher impact uh, uh, over the research. Yeah, day by day the demand of that area is increasing. On the basis of that, you should choose your review article topic. At the same time, uh, you know you should uh, means you should consider the number of paper, at least 5 year or 10 year, all paper, try to find out and try to do the review of all the paper has been published in that particular area. That's why the first point was consider a narrow topic, by which what will happen, you can do a thorough critical review of the article. That means you are not uh, leaving any research article related to that particular area. And also one suggestion from my side, and please try to consider the article uh, from a good your source, like your LCB, a good journal, like or you can consider the good your publisher, like your Elsevier, Spencer, Taylor and Francis, yeah, this so society journal like ASME, SES, your IEEE. Likewise, the reputed journal try to follow. But also at the same time, do not follow a single journal, single publisher's journals. Like sometimes what happens, a lot of people they write the article and try to follow the journal of only Elsevier. That is also not advisable. Always it should be like mixture of all publishers journals you should follow, by which the versatility will be there. This is all about the the writing of a impactful writing of a review article. You should write in that way, and if you will follow all these 18 steps, it would be very easier for you to write a good review paper. And in that case, it would be very you can say that you can consider that it will be very impactful review article if we will follow this 18 step. Now I am giving one small example, how you will consider the your this your how will search the literature while writing the review article through Google Scholar. Also you can do that one. I'm just giving you one. Any topic you can you can consider any topic. Suppose I'm consider about this DLC thin film. See, this paper this paper has been published in 2002. This thing you have to consider, how many paper they have cited this particular article. See, if you compare between these three, it is having 344 citations. So in that way you can consider that kind of article while writing your review paper, because the paper which has been followed by which has been cited by a number of the number of authors, that would be helpful, and that would be good if you are citing if you are doing the review of that particular paper. So in this way you can consider the impactfulness of the your article, and the significance of the article which you will consider for your review article writing. This is all about the preparation of review article. And okay, thank you.